Alright, we made it through issue 1 and today we're going to have a look at issue 2, No Quarter magazine, September 2005. And I'm here today with Chris.
Hello.
Now, I've known Chris since he was 10.
Yep.
Yeah, Chris is now 15. I've known Chris for more than 20 years. And they are one of the few guys whom I know knows the world of War Machine and Hordes back to front and front to back, more or less.
More or less.
Yeah. Is this guy. So we're gonna flip through No Quarter magazine 2 with Chris. Ready, Chris?
Alright.
Okay, so tell me about the cover, Chris.
Alright, so this was when they first started introducing epic warcasters. Basically, characters as they progressed through the story. Not to say they were more powerful, but they had changed their style of play.
Did you like that? I think the fact that their fluff moved forward instead of being
grew.
Yeah, instead of being static, right?
Yes.
I think later another very, very popular science fiction gothic world did that as well.
Oh
right?
yes.
But that was later. I think the cue from here. Anyway, so No Quarter 2, again, editorial starts with editorial fire in the hole.
Yep.
Table of contents. We will just skim through this very, very quickly. September releases 2005.
Oh, I remember when these first came out. Asphyxious with his fancy swirling souls. That was quite an impressive model.
Yeah, I thought that was quite nice. I thought that was quite nice. Very nice sculpt. Yeah, then you got the these guys.
Crow's Cutthroats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, these guys are excellent. I mean, because of their design, whether you want to use them as intended or for RPG as bandits or whatnot.
Were they any good in the game?
They were excellent.
Tell me.
Generally, because they used poisons, so they were pretty much excellent at killing infantry.
Right.
They were mobile. They were sneaky. They had a mixture of crossbows and stabby weapons.
It helps that they look nice as well.
It does.
Now just moving along, we've got more September releases.
Introduction to the first
The
epic
Epics.
casters.
Lord Commander Striker. I like this one. It doesn't look that bad actually, Lord Commander Striker.
All fancy perched on that wrecked jack.
But Brisbane though, huh?
Siege was very static.
Really?
I mean, you look at the model. He's
It looks
just
chunky
standing
though.
there with his hammer.
Yeah, it looks chunky though. So right now we're looking at October releases. So what do we have here, Chris?
We've got the first character jacks to be released, Behemoth and Deathjack, two big hulking beasties.
Good sellers at the store as well.
Oh yes,
I gotta say.
everybody wanted one.
Then you got the Risen.
The Risen, yes, these were really snazzy. These were the really snazzy looking.
If you had a choice between the Risen and the Cutthroats, which would you go for?
I liked the Risen. They had character.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so moving on, we've got Boatswain. Man, help me with this.
Bosun's Call.
Say it again.
Bosun's Call.
Say it slowly.
Bosun's Call.
Are you sure it's Bosun's, not Boatswain?
Bosun.
Right. Okay.
English is funny that way.
Okay. Letters to the editor, question and answers, and general shenanigans. So is this basically the letters
It's like a
page?
Q&A page.
Yeah, the letters page, the
Pretty
mailbag, right?
Yeah, the mailbag.
Yeah, this is when they started introducing this taking your Jack pictures.
Oh, Jack About Town.
I like that.
I liked it
Yeah,
as well.
I like that.
You see people taking the Jacks on holiday.
Did we ever send anything from Malaysia? No.
You know, it never occurred to me to
Yeah,
do so.
well, it's too late now. Way too late. Okay, moving on, we got Maximum Impact. Apotheosis Strategy, is that right?
Yep, that's right. Basically, how to make use of your shiny new releases in your army.
Cool. So we've got Signal guys,
Cardo, Protectorate of Manos.
yeah, the same four.
So this is about three books in: Prime, Escalation, and Apotheosis. That's why you can see that the sample armies they give here are quite diverse, quite fancy.
Cool.
Lots of toys to play with at this point.
Then we've got Alexia Cianor and the Risen.
Yep.
The stat card and some
Touching
fluff.
tale of a girl and her zombies.
Oh, and we've got Risen and some Troll Warriors. Yeah, skeletons and armor, man.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, Crows, Cutthroats. He looks very manga-ish.
I was gonna say very JRPG kind of
Right.
aesthetic.
Yeah. Then we have Pendrick Encounters.
Oh yes.
Tell me about this one.
Okay, so this is about Pendrick's journey through the Rhine Shores, I think it's pronounced. Basically, the Rhine Shores is a tundra area. He generally spoke about the wilderness and the things he encountered. It was kind of a short journal entry / short story where he's just rambling about how cold and miserable he is.
Okay. Moving along, we've got Foundry, Force, and Crucible, and they're featuring what, Chris?
Shiny new toys for player characters and NPCs in the Iron Kingdoms. Lots of things to shoot people with, solve problems with, and whatnot.
Right. Modeling and painting, assembling the Death Jack and the Behemoth. See, lots of pinning here. I used to know a gamer who came to the store and he never pinned. Well, we know that you don't. No, it wasn't you. It was another guy. But he built everything with tons of super glue. Oh, wait, was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh man, yeah. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so just very quickly, if you're hobbying, when you build a model with just tons of super glue, when it hits the floor, pinning helps. It reinforces the figure.
It does.
Yeah, it sometimes you can actually change the posture or the pose of the figure with some pinning. It's a good skill to learn. So yeah, so modeling and painting, we've got the Behemoth and Death Jack. You know what? The legs, man, the Behemoth's legs, dude.
He's doing the fancy little chicken dance.
No, but it doesn't look those legs can actually hold the weight, man.
Actually, the Behemoth's legs were one of the most solid cards.
Yeah, but look at it.
Oh yeah, balancing on one leg like that.
No, I mean it looks so small. I mean, I would expect a bit.
No, these were some of the biggest legs at the time. The early Jacks.
No, I mean
legs were even
compared to the torso, they should have sculpted some even bigger ones.
Oh, they didn't do that too much later.
Yeah, because this looks so weird. Because he's got such a huge mass on the top, and he's got like
Interestingly enough,
it's like he missed gym day or something.
Interestingly enough, the issue with this model wasn't the legs or the body; it was the head.
Yeah.
The head was too big. If you want to make a robot look bigger and more impressive, you shrink its head.
But I think the head looks. Actually, the head doesn't look that big.
It's a bit too big for the scale. If you want it to look really beefy and gorilla-like.
Moving along, we got the Death Jack.
Oh,
I had never built a Death Jack.
I knew people who did. They were screaming blue murder. Because you see those spikes and blades in the knuckles? Those are separate pieces.
I always thought that War Machine models, not hot models, but War Machine models were level 2 or level 3 models.
Yes, they were not.
They were not entry level models.
But starter box jacks were pretty simple.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they're starter box jacks. I mean, but the more complex jacks, you needed some skill.
You needed a certain skill. Not
Moving
just the jacks, mind you, the casters too.
Moving along, we got the Battle of Thornwood.
Ah yes, this was a scenario. This is a bunch of scenarios that came out. I think they were. Oh yeah, they were largely about controlling areas of ground.
We should do a game with this as well.
It's possible. And then we've got Guts and Gears.
Right. So Men and Machines of War Machine, and this time we're looking at.
Well, this time we've got the long gunners.
You know, if you keep an eye on the art, it changes. The style changes.
Yeah, because the original artist was Brian Snoddy.
Yeah, but then you got some manga vibe. You got some European vibe.
Oh, that was later on when they brought in.
Right. I mean,
when they brought in Andrea Gurzo and a few others.
Yeah. So they didn't seem to have like a universal view of what their look is supposed to be.
It's because of shifting tastes in art. A lot of people started wanting more crisp. Yeah. Because Brian Snoddy has a more sort of smoky painter, oil painting kind of vibe to him.
Right.
But later on, people want more crisp because of the popularity of manga and various other cartoons.
Right.
So they wanted those solid lines.
Yeah, I didn't really like the storylines.
I don't know, I rather like them.
Okay, which is good. It's good to have like opposite views.
Yeah.
So we got single long gunners. We've got the breakdown of the
all the gear and kit.
template. We got the Redeemer.
Oh yes, the Redeemer, the little rocket jack. I remember him. Nasty little bugger.
It looks really good actually. The man, this what did they call this again? Cut through. What do you call it?
Oh, mechanical cutaways.
Yeah, I like
I don't
it.
think that was the actual term, but that's the
Yeah,
one I remember.
okay, we're gonna stick to that one. I think we got it right.
Cutaway diagram.
There you go.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, looks great. Looks great. Okay, some more art. Moving along. Color variations in the Iron Kingdom. Yeah.
Quite a bit of variety here.
Yeah, but
I like the red and white. The red and white.
but do you not wish it was more prevalent though?
I feel the community has managed to pick up on it, and when looking online, I do see a lot of color variation everywhere but Cardo.
Yeah. It's not because they're very archy, eh? Very...
No, it's because they tend to gravitate towards
Red.
more. They like the Soviet style. Actually, you see very few red Cardo armies. The majority I see are Fifth Border Legion, olive green.
Yeah, actually,
with red accents.
I did like that one. But I was talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody in the shop about it. I was thinking, like, yeah, man, let me put some ammo in it. I mean, some camouflage in it. No. Then how do you
I've
camouflage?
tried urban camo patterns on the
Yeah, but
jack.
how do
They
you
look kind of
how do you
fun.
camo a jack that has a smokestack? It's already giving itself away.
More decorative.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so color variations inside. Moving on, we have inside the Secret War. Tell me about this.
Okay, so basically the Order of Illumination were the Inquisitors, they were the witch hunters. They hunted the nasty things in the dark, demons, cultists.
Right. So these are like the Van Helsings.
Yes, that's the character I was thinking of. The
Right.
wide brim hat and all that.
Right. Okay. Then we have a first look at hordes. I was very excited when these came. I was very, very excited. And this was the previews, right?
Yeah, this was the when all the models were metal, and the artwork was the concept art was great.
Yeah, we got a few pages of concept art here, sketches and
I
stuff.
believe most of this was by Chris Walton, back when he was the lead concept artist.
See, I like sketches. I like that. Kaya, you know what? Kaya never looked this good.
No, she didn't.
So moving along, we've got elite cadres. Tell me about this.
Okay, so the elite, there were various warcasters who had special rules called elite cadre, and this
Is it
allowed them to
cadre or is it
represent
Is it cadre?
cadre.
Okay, can.
It allowed them to represent veteran troops under their command.
Right.
So they usually had a little stat improvement and special ability.
Right.
So to help differentiate these units from the norm, people will advocate, well, at least Private Press was advocating converting units to better.
Later they
troops
released the
that-
figures for this, right?
No.
Like the standard bearers and stuff like that?
The standard bearers were attachments. This,
Yeah, but at this point, at 2005, there weren't any standard bearers.
no,
were
they
there?
were. That's where he got this part from.
Oh.
But this is a huge.
Okay, so 2005,
difference.
you know what we should do?
2005 was already hypothesis.
You know what we should do? We should actually go through the catalogs as well and see what was available.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea. Do you sell the old catalog?
Yeah. I carry all the catalogs. Okay, moving along. We got building a theater of war.
Ah yes, terrain articles. These are really useful.
What's this? I like the fact that they gave some time to build terrain. I don't know. I mean, the rest of the world may like a lot of terrain, but at the store we didn't do much terrain, yo.
No.
To be honest, I mean, we did terrain. We did the hill, the tree, the bush, the tower.
That's because I'm gonna be honest. Cutting straight is hard.
Yeah, but
I'd finish a shed and go like, why is it lopsided?
Yeah, I think, but they were. I think in the story, especially, there were very few guys who actually they just wanted to do terrain. I always think the guys who do terrain are a separate breed, you know.
Yes, they
Yeah.
were.
They painted lesser figures, but they were more they wanted to just build. They'll take kids at kid bash, warehouses and make them into
Yes,
like
that's right.
And they always had this other arsenal of like chemical goodies like resin and shit.
Actually, usually these terrain builders, they would paint a lot, they would build a lot.
And they would lose a lot.
No, they wouldn't play a lot.
Right.
Because they'd be so exhausted by that time. They're like, I can't even lift these miniatures anymore.
But yeah, we didn't have that many terrain makers. Anyways, moving along, we got
Onward.
Origins 2005
Oh yes, the Origins convention.
pictures, and we got Winds of War, Cortex smuggling.
Oh yeah, this was fun. I actually used this in my RPG campaigns.
Very quickly, what is it?
Basically, Warjack and Laborjack brains are expensive. It's artificial intelligence. So you are effectively packing artificial intelligence in a box and trying to sell it for good money.
Sweet, excellent. Then we have Press Ganger again. Looks like the retailer list is much longer now.
Oh yes.
Poop deck.
There we go. Basically the advice column again.
Yep.
Along with previews of the next issue.
And the last plate, Chris.
Yes. You can see a nice little setup with the rubble and showcasing some of the new miniatures.
Don't you think the last plate should be every last thing that they built in this magazine? Here's how you built it, and the last page
Here's
is
how it looks.
Yeah, here's how everything looks.
That is true. That would have been great if they did that.
So, last page. Hordes is coming soon.
Dun dun dun.
Nice. Right. So I hope you liked. Flipping through issue 2 of No Quarter. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Do use the comment section to
Let us know what you
in case we missed something or if there's anything you want to add.
Let us know.
Yeah, do let us know. I'm here with Chris. Say goodbye, Chris.
Have a good one.
All right. I'll see you in the next one.